good to go.
Yeah, just check everything's functioning.
Good idea. We'll test the stream. Yes, this seems good. Low latency.
That's good. Just have it muted and still play so we see.
Right.
Okay.
Gonna see if there's any choppiness on it.
Yes. Isn't it nice? Yeah, so last time we were working on a shader.
A path shader.
On a path shader.
But I think I failed when we colored it. Because the rocks were like slightly tinted blue. And then the path I selected like a slight beigey color. I didn't like it.
Okay, so on stream we need to make this probably a little bit smaller so we can actually see what's happening here.
Yeah.
So put that around. There you go. Yeah, so where was the coloring again?
Can you close the blackboard while clicking the blackboard in the top?
Oh, okay. Sorry.
So we have you just went past it on the left there.
The multiply? No.
No, it's a color node. There, that color on the far left now.
Where am I not seeing it?
I'll point.
Oh, right there.
But first I think we should copy the top color because that one I know is good.
Let's copy
no, that's not how you do it. You click on the color and get the hex code type.
Oh, you want me to do it that way? Okay, I thought
Yeah.
you just wanted me to do the other way. Okay.
I don't think I copied.
Did it not?
I don't know if you need to highlight it or not.
I'm just gonna do that in case.
Right. And then I think we should use that as a base for the next color of the path.
Okay, so this one?
Yeah. And then just slightly brighten it.
Oh, pasted, yeah.
And then go for like brightness 30 or something on it. And I think that will look nicer.
Because that's what it's kind of going to look like there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I just save like that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Bit too bright.
Bit too bright, yeah. I was going to say that. I think your 30 was maybe spot on.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, it was.
That looks like what we're looking for.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't see it. It's behind the dog cam, really.
Oh, shoot. Okay, I'll just move it like that. There you go.
Yeah. All right. So I'm thinking that if you look at the path here, it's maybe a little bit, we can say, weird. Just zoom in on that one item.
This one? That's because we have that. Oh, no, we don't. Okay.
Because it's obviously a square, which is then stretched.
So then it's a bit stretched on the edges.
Well, it's very compressed one direction and stretched the other, which is probably fine. But I feel like it's a bit too thin. So I was wondering if we should like move it a bit further in, because at the moment the size of the rectangle is 0.9, and if we should
0.9, okay. Yeah.
But I think we have to move them uniform because we never know which direction of it we're using. So maybe try the 0.8.
On the width or the height?
Both of them.
Both. Okay.
I think they have to move at the same time.
I'm not so sure with shaders. They like that.
Yeah, because otherwise, because we use the square in either direction. Obviously, we cut from the top now, which is not really what we want, but I think we have to do it.
Okay.
Because if you look at, for example, the next one, this one.
That one looks fine.
Yeah, but we can't like have it like 0.8 from that direction and then 0.9 from that, or you don't know which one is what, and this one might be the other one.
Yeah, okay.
So that's why we're doing it this way. Or I think we have to move them together.
What, that one there?
That value.
Yeah, okay.
Move that value together. Not like move one and not the other, because, always you get like weird results like that.
That just looks weird.
Like it cut it that way on that one, but the other way on that one, right? And here we cut that way.
Yeah.
So I think 0.8 was probably a good value.
I think so.
I was wondering if we should increase the noise frequency a little bit on it.
Noise frequency. Okay. Where do we have that again?
On the gradient.
Gradient noise here?
Yes. Just try to like set it up to like 20 or something.
20, 30, 40?
You can see what you prefer. Maybe that's too obvious,
that's
or maybe
too obvious, I think.
Because we also have control of the amount, but okay, you liked it that way.
I did like it that way because it just felt like it was a path, not just
Noise.
noise. Yeah.
Mm.
Can I just write something here now for a second?
Think. Sounds good.
Yeah. Chris hasn't had his morning tea. Yep.
Wow. It is early Sunday morning. Give me a break.
You do this every single day. We wake up this time and we work, and Krista's like, no.
Wow. One thing we can try is to put the shader on all the different paths. Do you guys use a built-in Unity Train tool to build the level? Hello, Rotnery Devyo.
Davy John. I have no idea.
Well, we use the Unity Terrain tool,
We did, yeah.
but for the most of the measures you see around here, they are just a little box we made in Blender, which we've been placing around to create the ledges.
But the rest of it is the terrain tool from Unity. Like all this area here and.
Okay, Rotten Davy Joan.
I messed up when setting up my account.
You can change the capitalization, I think.
Can you?
Yeah, if you go into like your nick settings on Discord, and you can change how
Discord,
it's
Twitch.
Yeah, you can change that. It's a bit more. Yeah.
Krister's sleepy.
Wow, it's 8 o'clock.
It's not 8 o'clock.
Well, my brain for work is very like focused, so that's good, and that's usually what it is in the morning. But in terms of face and voice, might be a bit more like relaxed.
He needs a more top up of tea.
Yeah, I'm almost empty.
Yeah, it's pretty empty tea.
Yeah,
You should show us empty tea.
And it's a bit weak as well.
Oh. Yeah.
I like to complain. Thanks, I'll try it out. Is it 8 a.m.? Wow, early there. Yeah, I guess you're based in the US, or you're in maybe an Asian time zone? Because there it would be really late.
Yeah. We're in Norway time, and they went back an hour as well. So
yeah,
it's pretty early right now. The sun hasn't even risen yet.
Australia. Right. 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock. Right. Yeah, we're in good time then.
Yeah.
So yeah, we have an early Sunday morning going here.
Yeah. So Kristen needs more tea.
I might need a little top up.
Yeah, we'll make tea.
But yeah, should we try to just apply that terrain to more of them?
Yeah. So let me just close this up then. So is it just dragging that one on?
Yeah. Oh, that looked weird.
That looked very weird.
It kind of works. Yeah, well, we will have to see.
We might not need to put it on some of them, though.
Maybe not. Yeah, so we're exploring with just, we want to have a path that's a bit more textured as you're walking up this, what we call it, a little jumping puzzle. It's not much of a puzzle.
No. It's more of like steps. Walk up the steps.
Yeah, well, there's one gap there you need to jump.
Ish. Yeah.
And we made a little shader just for this purpose. That looked
actually
weird.
Look, what on earth is happening there? Oh, is it because that one has that edge on the side?
It has a little, yeah.
Oh.
And the UV is going a bit weird on it. There's also one thing which would be possible for us is to make a few versions of this material, which is smaller edge in one direction and larger in the other, and then like assign the different ones to the different steps. I don't know if that's quite necessary. So yeah, it looked really maybe a bit weird on that. Should we just jump in with pips and see how it looks like?
Yeah.
Have we maximized on play turned on? We'll find out. Nope.
Nope. No. Where is it?
Top right.
There you go.
Early for you as well.
No, I just couldn't find it. Rolling, rolling, rolling.
Right, Mr. Pips, here we are.
Mr. Pips, coin adventure time.
Yes.
Well, it looks fine there. Looks a bit weird there, the disconnect. That looks just really weird.
Place a grass tuft there. Also, what we can do there is to move one of that down a little bit. Because, it's sea fighting there. They're at the exact same height.
Yeah, that's true.
And also that one there, it was poking out a little bit weirdly.
Yeah. Then you got this. Because this one is the one that's weird. Maybe we should flip this material, this model over.
I think that we need to make maybe different materials that are different widths. And here it just looked very weird.
It just did. Yeah, like the one down below here looked fine.
Yeah, because there's also small ones, and those ones up there are really big.
Big. Oh, man, yeah.
Or we scaled them.
Oops. Sorry, Pips. Sorry, Pips.
Do your jumping right.
I think he's snoring now.
Oh, dog cam is so serene right now.
I know, I want to be on dog cam.
That's what you get for being early in the morning.
Yep. That's why we chose early in the morning.
How was your evening, rotten Davy Joan?
Jones.
Yes.
Jones. I love the fact he's still up there. He's just a bit off angle.
We should switch his face around so when you come up you can see his face.
I know.
Or maybe we should make his face track you.
Why is there a random tree stump here?
I also plan to use it in future at this place somewhere convenient.
Oh no.
But wouldn't that be freaky? We make Pips' brother face you as you walk around.
Oh no, that should be freaky. I don't want that. No.
He's supposed to be dislikable.
Oh, I know he's supposed to be dislikable, but that's just dislikable. We don't want dislikable. Like, I'm just gonna run into the water just for now. Whee! Hello, blueberry!
Seems like the world needs some work here.
Yeah, it does here.
Did a ton of gardening, so quite sore. This game looks fun. Cheers, man.
Thank you.
Well, it's nice to do some gardening.
Yeah.
It's not much gardening to do here because autumn is come.
Yeah, well, actually, there is.
I guess for him it's spring, so it makes a lot of sense.
It does actually. Yeah.
So yeah, here everything's just like leaves falling. I'll be raking in 2 days to get all the leaves up before, they come and pick up the what do you call it, gardening trash. They have like a system here for that.
Yeah, it's about to hit summer.
Yeah.
You're so lucky.
And we're sitting here every day thinking like, oh man, can't this season just turn around? I feel like winter's finished already. Whoa, I'm spilling my tea.
Yeah, that's what happens. That's why you're not. Yeah. Chris there.
Sorry. So what type of gardening you be doing? You growing like vegetables or
nice flowers?
Yeah. Or flowers, yeah.
Or palm trees or I don't know.
We've never been to Australia. Cut us some slack.
To be honest, I've never done much gardening, so.
Well, that's true, because the one who does the gardening around here is me.
We don't really have a garden either, though.
But a little bit of gardening I do.
Is mostly you, yeah. Chris is the one with green fingers, not me. Oh. Morris is dreaming.
I don't know if you hear that, but that's our dog. Morris dreaming. We got it on dog cam. Mostly working on the grass these days. I have yet to set up some veggie patch and flowers. Well, that's a good foundation. Yeah. And
what veggies are you planning to grow?
Yeah, that'd be nice.
I don't know that. I love veggies.
Around here, everyone has been using the electric lawnmowers. The automated bots that just like drive around your lawn. So it's not sure yet. Well, we can suggest. Highly recommended is a strawberry.
Yes.
Just
not biased at all.
Just a strawberry.
Not too many, because you don't want Mr. Pips' brother. No, you don't want that.
Yeah, this game we're working on is like a whole little story adventure type of game where you go and explore the world, and what you're currently seeing is Mr. Pips' brother.
His evil brother.
Yeah. Who is a bit mocking of him as Mr. Pip fell from the bush early by a boar rustling in its leaves, and then Mr. Pips has to find his place in life, and this character you see right now is Mr. Pips.
And he looks cute at least.
Yes. He looks too cute to be evil though. Well, we haven't quite figured it out yet, but yeah, he does look a bit too cute to be evil. We are going to be doing some changes to their face.
Yeah, that was true, yeah.
We're going to be working on like a little face rig or something, which you can be using across all the characters, apart from Mr. Pips.
Sorry, I just haven't.
I can see that.
So we're working on the shader. I forgot
that. We finished with it, aren't we?
We finished it with it. Yeah, but we decided we were going to make variations of it.
Oh yeah, you want to do that now? Yeah, I think that is a good idea.
There you go. Unless you don't want to.
No, I think it might be wise. Well, it might be a bit boring, but it's,
Boring.
Game dev, it's I gotta do sometimes the tedious tasks.
You can do tedious tasks, yeah.
Yes.
It's another fun in games.
So I think we could open up the path shader graph thingy, and we can expose some of the parameters to make it adjustable. I think the only thing we need to make adjustable.
Can you even do that? I didn't realize you could do that.
Well, that's kind of the point of the blackboard.
Oh, okay,
Claire
do
haven't
that.
used shader graph much.
No.
I've been playing around with it loads. So yeah.
So I haven't really used something.
So she's learning on the job. Well, we all are, aren't we? But yeah, what I will just point around a little bit so we can make a plan of what we're gonna do. So I think we need to expose the width and height here, so we can make it different. For example, right here, I would like this to go to the edge.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Right. Yeah. And for example, here we can move the further out. This one could be further to the edge. Maybe remove it on this one. So for each one of those variations, we need to make a material, but we can use the same shader.
Yeah.
And we can then do a vector 2 probably called path size.
Yeah.
And then we pull this one in here, and then you do split, right? Because you have a vector 2 and you want to hook the first vector in there and then the second vector in there.
It's got loads of things coming in here.
Yeah.
Deleting the allocation that is older than its permitted lifetime. Oh, it's not.
I think it's just a Unity having a piece of it. Now, you can give it some default values.
Okay.
Which I put 0.9 now.
But where do you edit them then?
On the material. So everything you put in here will be on the material. And also I think the second thing we need to expose, you can do that one, is that 10 value so we can scale it.
Yeah, so I just put them on here.
Then do a vector 1 this time because it's one value.
Yeah.
So you can do colors and everything. Just scale maybe, or path scale, or like noise, roughness scale.
Noise.
Okay.
There you go.
Noise scale.
Okay, sorry.
And make a default value of like 10.
Default of 10.
Yeah. Oh. Okay. Now shader graph is bugged. You just need to click save asset, close the window, and reopen it.
Oh, okay.
It does this all the time when you create new things. I was surprised it didn't do it on the first one. I've been
okay.
One of the shaders I was working on had like 20 attributes you could adjust, and I had to do that for everyone. I gotta save, close, reopen.
Okay. Oh, now it works.
Yeah.
Now it works. Okay.
Now you can pull that one.
Oops. Oh, that actually worked to do the app. Yay.
Yeah.
Like that. So, whee. So I just drag him in. And then do I just drag him into there?
Yep. Ta-da!
Why do I not need to do the other thing you did earlier then?
What other thing did we do earlier?
Well, you did.
Oh yeah. So the reason we did a split is because you see path size come in as a vector 2, the 2 unit there.
Yeah. Okay.
I can hook it up there, which would work for the first one actually, because then
for the second one.
It would just take the first number in the vector.
Okay.
But yeah, not in the second one, because this is then splitting the vector into individual vector ones.
Okay.
We could obviously have done it by creating 2 vector 1s instead.
Yeah, but it's probably a little bit easier to do that then, I guess.
Yeah, because then you don't have less like exposed variables in a way.
Okay. Now that's looking a bit flat.
Yeah, because now it probably has the default value of 0 on everything.
Yeah. No, 0.9. It didn't seem like the noise worked correctly.
Well, this is probably why.
Ah.
Yeah, because
That's
we
why.
hit save, and then we went in and set the default afterwards, so the default on the material didn't get correct.
Okay.
Now you can duplicate that path one. You can call like path 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or wide or narrow, or should we name it anything logical or just numbers?
Just numbers. Why can't I duplicate? So just Control D. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
So many shortcuts. Rename. Path long. Should we call it? Or path?
I don't think it's gonna make any sense because it's gonna be like. Well, we could
Path
like.
short, path long. Path wide.
Let's just go with 1, 2, and 3 for the time being, if we have any logic in it, maybe.
Okay. Path 1, 2, and 3.
And I think that, for example, on the first piece there, right, that one, we want the path to extend to the top but not.
Yeah.
So you can just adjust.
Should we do path 1?
Yeah, for example.
And if we want path 1, would that be on the Y? No.
We don't know.
No, I'm playing around with it now. Could be up here, I think. There you go.
Yeah, so all the way to the top. That's great.
So I don't know whether 1 would have done. No, not quite. 1.1. That fixed it. I wonder to put this down to maybe 8.
Yeah, or less even. 0.7 maybe. And then you can
I kind
increase.
of liked 8. I think that's nice in between.
Okay, and increase the noise scale maybe a bit on this one. That looks quite right. Yeah, okay,
I
15.
think 15 was better. Yeah. Because that is probably going to be quite useful on this one.
For example,
So let's
unless it's in the wrong orientation, which it is. So we need the same one just in the other way, right?
No.
So we could all like call that, you know,
Path no end.
I don't know. Let's not name it anything logical yet. I felt like it should be like L and R for left and right, or wide, width and height, or I don't know.
Hello to all our new viewers.
Yeah, hello. Thanks for hanging out with us this morning.
This early Sunday morning.
We do enjoy doing our game dev in the morning because then our brains aren't fogged up with other stuff for the day yet. And that's usually what we do. I'm maybe a bit like flat and boring to listen to.
He just needs to be a bit perky. He needs more tea.
But my mind is sharp.
His mind is sharp. Mine is sharper though. I'm so mean.
We were doing. Should we walk back on the terrain? Or
No. Look at the nice, cute dog cam with our two little doggos.
Oh, they're so cute. Yeah, you
They're
don't really
Sunday morning motivation.
see it, but in the top right where the black thing is, that's the Chihuahua. She's just kind of squished underneath the can terrier.
She's not squish. She likes snuggling his
But
butt.
well, more.
This is warm.
Yeah. And what they're lying next to, that's the radiator, so they're keeping nice and toasty.
A toastier than us.
Mm.
So I'll do it on path 2 then.
Mm-hmm. But I feel like maybe we should call them path 1 A and B, if they have the same setting, just flipped.
That's a good idea. I'm just gonna do this. I don't know whether this will work. I'm just gonna try it out.
No, that will work.
That worked!
Yeah.
Yay! It worked! I don't know, it could have been on the Z or the Y or whatever, or W or bleh.
No, it wouldn't have been. The weird thing in Unity is that it exposes a vector 2 as a vector 4. Don't ask why, but it does.
What?
It's on the last 2 digits aren't supposed to be there, and they're not accessible.
That's insane. Okay.
Thank you
Thank
for
you
following.
For the follow, Rotten Davy Jones.
Yeah.
Now you've got to now grow some strawberries in your little veggie patch.
And take good care of your lawn.
Yes. We should have a lawn. Why don't we have a lawn?
Well, we have a lawn.
Oh. Yeah.
But we don't take care of it.
No, because we're on the 2nd floor, that's why.
There's plenty of space for doggos to run around.
So I think what you said earlier wrong about the renaming is a good idea.
I'll buy the seeds first thing after work tomorrow.
Yay!
Oh, we have to bring you all the motivation for gardening.
Yeah.
Good.
Then you have to take a photo of it and name your first strawberry Mr. Pips.
And then he's gonna eat him. We can't have him eating Mr. Pips.
Think about that.
If you play the story of this game, you will know how his faith ends.
His fate ends.
Yeah. We're not that grim though.
We're not that grim, no.
No.
No strawberries were harmed in the making of this game.
What's the evil bro's name?
His name's Jammy.
I had forgotten.
When we were streaming one time, one of the streamers mentioned we should call him Jammy, so he's called Jammy.
That is true. That happened.
And then we have a blueberry called Blueberry. And we haven't thought about the mushroom's name yet. We haven't even made the mushroom yet. We're just drawing him.
Yeah. So far he's a drawing.
So far he's a drawing. He's a bit flat. He's a vector 1.
Yeah.
I'm just bad at jokes. Okay, so I'm going to put 1B.
Yeah, sounds good.
And then I'll rename this one. I don't like renaming on your keyboard. The shortcut, so...
Sorry.
I'm renaming for myself. Was there anything else? Maybe this one?
Yeah, maybe try the same thing. Yeah.
That worked? Yay.
I think that looks nicer. And then at the end of it, if you look at the far right of that path, yeah, behind the tree bush, I think we should just like place something which makes it seem like an edge. Or like, yeah, place like a bush there so it feels like the stop of the path. Or something.
Here, okay. Yeah, so you don't think like you need to
run off.
Hello, Mr. Bush.
Maybe not that one,
Come on, Bush.
but
That's
okay,
cute.
you can take that one.
I'm gonna take that one.
I was thinking about the big fluffy one, which has like 3-4 different thingies. Nailed it.
Nailed it.
This like love your approach to level design. You can't scale this one that way, I think, because it uses a sphere shader or
Oh, I
collider.
didn't think about that.
But we
Okay,
can
fine,
switch
fine.
it
No,
to
no, no,
mesh
no,
collider.
no. If you want to do it your way, we'll do it your way. Yes, we'll do it your way.
Go man.
Let's just get close these ones because they get in the way. Let's be like, where's Bush? Bush with. Oh my, Jeebus.
Yeah, a bit of a sizable bush, isn't it?
About that. There you go. That's more realistic. Don't have that big a bush.
Doing good.
This is how we do our gardening.
Much more virtual in here. Has this convenience. You can press Ctrl C when you do something wrong. That's my favorite part of it.
Oh, well, I'm just pressing G. What on earth does G do?
We don't know.
It's just telling me Pro Builder. It's Pro Builder.
Yeah,
Apparently.
gotta complain about something. See,
Okay, there
that's
you
what I'm thinking. So when you're walking up that path, you kind of see that it's an end, and then maybe something which guides the player around. I like that we have floating snow there, but we just haven't got around to fix that. But maybe before we fix that,
Yeah.
if you play the game, I think I know, or an area which is a little bit weird.
Okay, let's play the game. Oh, I didn't do them on the lily pad now. Oops.
Yeah, you went too fast.
I went too fast. This is what happens when you play your game like 50 million times.
We made a cutscene skipper.
Yeah.
And that's essential. Okay, so if you stop here, stop. You can just jump up left. Is that a bit bad?
Yeah.
Right? Which means that maybe we should move those platforms a little bit so you can't like make that shortcut. That's kind of cool.
Okay, let's just go and... No, it's not tumbling, no!
He doesn't tumble because it's all flat.
Oh.
He only tumbles when there's a 30-degree angle.
Like that. There you go. I want to jump on the lily pad now.
Yeah.
Whee!
Little bounce boy.
And if you go underneath, you'll see how we decided to make
Swimming in this game. We have implemented swimming. Really advanced swimming. Or tumble rolling.
tumble rolling. Strawberries are buoyant. Apparently.
Yeah, they float well.
Yes, they do actually. Yes.
I think that turned really nice what we did with that shader.
Yeah, actually it did. I mean, we still got a bit of fixing to do, but you want to fix this one?
Yeah, or I haven't decided yet. Or have a
Everybody
thought.
who's watching, do you think it's bad the fact that you can skip some and jumping puzzle?
Well, I guess not, because you can do like a trick hop up, and that's kind of more difficult than the proper approach.
Yeah. I just got something in my eye. There you go. It's gone now.
But if we look at it from a bit more from above, let's do that. This is maybe a bit weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's too much of a gap there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Should we angle it a bit more? Like, all right, now I got through there, but we can probably scale
That's
it.
fine, I think. Yeah, I think that's a lot better.
Yeah. Now that seems a bit better to me. Should we leave it like that? Should it be a bit more? Just trying to get it right into the right place. Something like that.
But I feel like we should rotate this.
Yeah, so the upside down, you don't like
yeah,
these
I don't
angles?
like those angles. They just looks... I don't know, like the lighting as well makes it look weird.
Yeah, I think we should do the upside down version of it.
But I think that's gonna...
Mess everything up, yeah.
Yeah.
What we might be able to do is rotate it in here.
Okay.
As long as we don't apply prefab, I think that's going to work out. Because we can just like bring it back up again.
Yahoo!
Something like that.
Yeah, I think the only thing is it looks a bit weird down the bottom there.
Does it? Yeah,
well,
maybe.
because of the fact that it was different earlier.
Yeah, it was. We can undo 2 steps and see how it was. Yeah, so it was a
Not
bit
that much.
nicer.
Yeah, but it's not that... Maybe it's fine as it is, the new one.
What we could do as well is rotate in this axis, which would be, for example, that direction. Because then you see different anglings on the corners.
Yeah, okay.
Which is why it looks weird, doesn't it?
It does.
Oh, it's really interesting.
That's funky.
Yeah, it's so weird because it's stretched in one direction.
Yeah, Winky is now screaming.
Yeah,
I don't see Winky because you got the towel in the way. I'm gonna fix this. I don't like this.
How is everybody's days or evenings or mornings? How's people doing? What brings you to Snuti HQ today? I'm not finding an angle I want. Maybe this is an okay angle. Maybe it's a bit far down there.
I've obscured dog cam for far too long.
Okay, what about this? You okay there, waifu? Aye. Maybe I need to do some... Ah, there we go. This is gonna make it a slightly off angle. Oopsie. I'm just like...
Breaking everything.
tweaking this one big time. Nah, that's... Well, maybe this is fine. It's slightly off thing, but I don't
Until
think...
Mr. Pipstar's rolling down it.
So the tweets I clicked. Need some motivation to work on game dev. Alright.
Nice.
What type of game dev do you do? And I guess we maybe follow you on Twitter then. Probably.
What's your Twitter handle? There's so many people on Twitter, I think.
Should we just maybe switch the material up we're using on that one? I think you guys
are.
already do. Yeah, that's awesome. Oh yeah, I recognize that handle. Nissa Mani.
Oops.
I'll look it up.
Yeah, I can't type on you. M-A. That one.
Oh, what do you see it?
That one, yeah.
There we go. Awesome.
Yeah, okay.
I recognize this handle.
Oh, I see your lawn as well.
That's a fine lawnmower equipment.
Oh wow, that's a lot.
Bought new toys for not sponsored. I think you're well prepared, especially if your lawn is this big. Oh, that is awesome though. Gotta have
that's pretty cool, yeah.
Toys for the big boys, right?
Yeah. Always helps to do your gardening as well. We should have one of those leaf blower thingies.
Yeah, that'd be so cool.
It'd be so much easier to do our gardening then.
We're gonna be raking either tomorrow or the day after.
Yeah.
With our broken rakes. Should we maybe fetch some from Spirustien, from my parents?
Yeah, probably should, yeah. And then maybe take it back in afterwards.
Yeah, because the ones which are here are atrocious to work with. It isn't that big, but I need this...
But I'm new to this, so it seems hard.
Oh, right, you're talking about either game dev or we're talking about gardening?
We've completely lost what we're doing.
Both. Right. I'm feeling with you there. We're also quite noobish at both processes.
Both what?
Processes.
Processes? Processes? Am I missing something here? I don't know.
I think it says my English, which is poor.
Processes? No?
Yeah, like we're bad at both of them.
Ah, okay. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
It's okay, Kristen.
Yeah. That's what happens early in the morning.
You're gonna play Mars and Winky. I like pointing the camera. No, I'm gonna fall down.
You can't reach dog cam.
No.
You're gonna topple.
I'm gonna topple.
But it seems like you're very well prepared.
Yeah.
For gardening season.
We need this type of equipment.
Yeah.
Well, we don't need the lawnmower because we have these like electric lawnmowers that come and do it automatically. But that's only seasonal, so not in winter time because then there's snow and the lawnmowers don't.
Why would you? Why would you use a lawnmower for the snow?
Maybe it'd be like those snow plows, you know? That'd be really cool. They should invent those.
Like the little snow bots.
Yeah.
Yeah, they will never manage once they get into snow.
But it's like using it, you know, in the driveway and things like that to get rid of the snow. That would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's like a mini snowplow. I just come up with a new invention.
I'm not sure if we should make this. We can make it into a game. That would be something. It'd be
a snowplow bot.
The Snowbot Management Company
I
Tycoon.
I thought we were gonna do the ice cream one.
Yeah, we're gonna do the ice cream tycoon, where you drive around in that boat and sell ice cream. You're the ice cream boat, not the ice cream van, because we had those in Norway when I was a kid, and I
think we still have them.
Yeah, they probably do.
We still have them.
Just haven't been out on the sea enough.
And then we need to make like a gardening game as well.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
Well, we have Glyn Taylor. He's working on that. Spoony.
Yeah, Spoony.
Mr. Spoony.
He's making not a gardening game.
What type of game are you working on, Rotten? Should I call you Rotten, or should I call him, was it
Davey?
Davey? Or John? Hassan on Twitter, but Davey John, I guess is pretty cool.
I do like the retweet you have there for the captures getting ridiculous.
Select all squares with bugs if they're non-clip skip. That would be a pretty excessive captcha. Well, I think that one problem with that type of captcha is that a computer will be better at solving it than a human.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It's not the captcha, it's like human Humla.
Or Visual Studio Code would be Visual Studio, not Visual not Visual Studio Code. Visual Studio. This one. That's Visual Studio, right?
Yeah.
This is Visual Studio Code. I know I'm probably not
Microsoft makes no sense with their naming.
No, it's like one of them's for code and the other one is also for code, but let's just add code at the end of it.
And both are Visual Studio, and nothing visual about them other than text.
I hadn't thought about that part.
I have thought about that part.
Well, I don't think they could have called it Studio though.
I mean, like Visual Basic make a lot of sense because you actually have like an interface where you create frames and boxes and place buttons in.
I remember making a Visual Basic game for Pokemon.
It's a top-down 2D farming game.
See, that's why I got all the inspiration for, you know.
Where can we see this?
Yeah.
I don't see anything on Twitter. This is bad. I guess it's early days for your farming game. Hey guys, nice progress on the strawberry game.
Hello,
Hi Cass.
Hello.
If I remember correctly, Cass is also in Australia.
Or was it in America?
I'm pretty sure it was Australia. But
she's watching our stream to fall asleep.
Oh, maybe not Australia.
Okay, right. Well, we're just gonna play the game now so that you can be lulled to sleep by Mr. Pips running around.
Oh, okay. I'm so sorry. Claire was right.
I was right. Yes.
Oh. Okay, I remember now. Because we were discussing where, not the coast, but the Bay Area, and I was like, "What's the Bay Area?"
The Bay Area. No, we were talking about something else.
No, I was hanging out on Cass's stream, I think.
Oh, okay. So this is Mr. Pips. Mr. Pips is super cute. He's glitching out for some reason.
Oh wow, that is weird.
That is weird. Because so the other day, I think it was 2 days ago, we decided to use the latest Unity, and none of our animations work properly.
Yeah, we upgraded from 0.10 to 0.11.
Yeah. And everything just glitched out. So we decided to go back to the previous version.
But I see we have a glitch still. It's like a twitchy hat.
Yeah. And we thought it was Blender at fault, and it wasn't Blender. It's Unity. We don't know what's going on. But now he has a glitchy hat. What's up with you?
But the walk is fine. Yeah, the walk works fine.
Yeah.
That's good.
We're going to call him Davey. He hasn't posted anything. It's way too early for me to post anything. No, it is never too early to post anything up.
Listen to her.
Okay, because we tried to do game dev in 2012 and we failed because we didn't post anything until it'd been almost a year.
Yeah, and the problem was that we were like, it's always too early, and we never got to the point where we were like satisfied or felt happy about sharing it. So I think the only right approach is just like share from the beginning and rather let it be part of the journey, and that's what we're doing right now.
And also a lot of people find it really, really interesting when you share like the beginning of your development and how it's going and your progress, because that's a lot of fun to see, and also for yourself as well.
Yeah,
this is a pro Snuti tip.
Yeah, because we have failed game dev in the past.
Yes, we have.
We're gonna make it different this time though.
But look at that nice little grass.
Yeah, that looks so cool.
We managed to finally fix our grass.
It looks like a texture, but it's mesh.
Not a texture, it's a mesh.
Yeah, we don't care about performance.
No.
Well, actually, here you can see it standing out a bit.
Yeah, it is. I know I need to clean it up.
Weird, but no, I think it's fine. I like it because it's like a bush is supposed to roll down.
Yeah.
I'll keep that in mind. Yeah, it's absolutely a good tip, Davy John, to not be afraid of sharing, because you always will be in a way. And the only way to break through it is like do it earlier rather than later.
And we were scared that someone was like gonna steal our game idea.
Yeah, that as well. Like, told people were like, yeah, I'm gonna nick your idea and make it, but the only person who burns for an idea is yourself.
Yep.
Like, who thinks that running around as a strawberry, jumping and exploring a world is fun? It's us, because we're the ones making it.
Because we're the ones jumping around in it all the time.
Yeah, right. Obviously, there's some like exceptions to that rule. I think if you have like this really simplistic idea, which is like easy to execute but really genius in a way.
But you do it in your own way.
Yeah, that's also
the
the thing. You also have your own approach to everything. I love swimming in this game. We need to make an underwater camera.
We do need to make an underwater camera, yeah. And we also added this seaweed in as well. Oh, and he drops off of that one.
So only half the water is swimmable at the moment. When you get to the bottom half of the water, there's no swim box, so he just like falls to the ground. Because we have like an area in the water where I was testing to add an up force, so he kind of floats around, and also set the player to
there you go
to tumble.
So we kind of been trying to work on this shader so you can see kind of a bit more of a path. So we're just trying to place it around.
Yeah, I think it's looking much nicer though.
Oh, look at that! No, now it looks like a path. Oh, look at that!
Very nice. Seems inviting, doesn't it?
Inviting. I wonder if I can fix it on that one.
Yeah, so maybe on that one, what you can do is just move it down by a millimeter. Even just type it, like you see 23.55.
22.55, yeah.
Yeah, just go to 23.54.
Ooh, we're going down like that.
Right, see?
Yeah, okay.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, okay.
But you can maybe turn this one back to like the completely grey instead of having the path shader on it.
No, because I think that that's more inviting. Like, I mean, because this is in the way. You don't think that you need to go up. So if we were to like remove this one, it would make a lot more sense.
Maybe we should remove it.
Maybe we should remove it.
Yeah, look better. Just delete it. But actually, delete the parent. You're selected on the child, aren't you?
No, you're not. No, I'm not. I'm on the prefab.
Good.
There you go. There's a bit weird angle depth. I think that's fine.
I think that's fine as well.
Is that lighting? Yeah, that's the shadow from that, isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah, it is.
No.
It's a shadow. See? Because the shadow goes there.
You are so right. That's so weird, because, yeah. Wow.
Yeah, that is weird.
That is confusing.
That's confusing.
They're the same color.
Shadows are confusing and spooky.
That's what you get for Halloween, isn't it? Yeah, we need a different one there. So here you need to apply maybe path 3. Do you have use 3 anywhere?
Nope.
Yeah, and then like set a different parameters on that one. Nailed it.
Hey, I always nail it. Oops. 0.9.
9.5 maybe?
Yeah.
See? Is that better?
But it's up there, it needs to be fixed a bit.
Let's just put that up to 2 or something, right?
There you go.
Yeah.
That looks good.
That does look good. Yeah.
I'm liking this. Let's put it like 50 here. No, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, something like that.
That's good. I can't prove it on. Oh, sure. I wish I could
you
do
can't.
That.
It would be nice though.
Because this one. I'm gonna call this path 2 because it's not path 3 anymore.
Gotta do your renaming. Oh, the doggos are so serene.
This is how Cass is gonna fall asleep.
I hear Winky like snoring slightly in the background.
Does anybody else hear the snoring?
I hope we're hoping you lull to yourself to bed, Kath. If you had a nice Saturday, I guess it's been.
Yes, would it be Saturday or Sunday?
It'd be Saturday.
Saturday, yes.
For us, we're starting strong on this good Sunday
morning.
Yes.
We're just like opening our eyes. No, we normally do game dev around this time. But we just thought we'd.
They usually stream at 4 o'clock our time, not 8 o'clock.
But we decided to like mix it up a bit and try something else.
Try a morning stream.
Because by the time it gets to like 4 o'clock, we're tired.
Yeah, because then we have been working all day usually. So
walking the dogs.
Yeah.
Working.
Especially when it's cold outside.
It's really cold. It's like 1 degree outside.
Is it?
It was earlier. It was 1 degree.
Yeah,
I bet it's not 1 degree in Australia or in California.
Yep.
Someone's going to tell me, I was like, it's really nice and warm and cozy. And I'd be like, can I come to your country too, please?
When we have the 4 o'clock stream, we have people from France and Italy joining us, and they're telling us all about their sun.
No, France is a little bit cold.
Yeah, they had rain.
But Italy, it was really, really warm, like 30 degrees, and I was like, why are we living in Norway?
Yeah.
It's nice in summer.
We were questioning ourselves the rest of the day.
Yeah.
But
even Winky questions herself.
This one, should we put the one which goes to the edge on that one?
I think so.
There we go.
Ooh, that
nice.
looked nice.
Nailed it.
Yeah. No, that does not look nice. I like having all these different choices. I'd just be like, ooh, which one looks nicest?
I think the one which you were at, which went to the edge.
This one?
No, the other one, obviously.
This one? No. This one?
That one.
Yeah.
It's so warm and cozy up until an hour ago. Now it's all wet and rainy. Okay.
Oh no.
Well, it's good you had a nice. For you that would be a Saturday as well. No, Sunday.
Is it Saturday or Sunday?
It would be a Sunday because it's ahead.
Yeah, it would be, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Because America would be
behind,
and then we're like piggy in the middle.
Time zones. It's too complicated. Let's go with flat Earth instead.
Yeah, it's Sunday. Yeah.
Right. Thanks for the confirmation. we would have been wondering this for the next few hours.
Yeah, we would have actually. Like googling, what day is it in Australia right now?
I think the rest looks fine.
I think the rest looks fine. I think this is looking really snazzy. Should I maybe try and put that one? I kind of like this one.
It looks fine. Oh yeah, okay. Maybe it's too close towards the edge. Yeah,
I think so. Can I change that slightly?
Yeah, there's like 9.5 maybe. Oh, that looks fine. I like it at 9.
I think I like it at 9. 9 is a nice.
But yeah, I think also the noise scale looks good on it.
Yeah, that looks fine. Okay, we could have that maybe a little bit more to the edge.
No, we just place the bush there.
No, we move our hovering snow piece. As you've already
Yes.
seen, a hovering snow piece. Hello.
I work as software dev in my day job, and working with time zones is one of the worst things I sometimes have to face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's probably even worse as well when Europe decides that they want to move their clocks 1 hour ahead and 1 hour behind.
Oh yeah.
And that is so frustrating.
And it's going to get worse when in all the EU countries, we are allowed to decide if they're going to be doing that or not themselves. That's going to be fun.
That's going to be fun. I thought it was going to be unified. But it didn't sound like it was going to be unified.
Everyone who set their time zone to I set my time zone to Stockholm, for example, or to Amsterdam. And that might be randomized, whatever that will actually be on my different things. Because it's not always Oslo is like an option.
No. They might end up having to do that. Oh man, that would be a lot of work.
And they'll be separating all of those forms into different time zones.
As a software dev, that would also be irritating.
Yeah. And that they are the easiest way to create bugs in software, I think, is like working with time.
Yeah, you've experienced that, Krister.
Yes, I have experienced that. Just had a big bug this week in our thingy, which we've been working on fixing.
We make websites mostly. We're just doing game dev a bit on the side.
We make summer reading campaign, or not summer, but reading campaigns.
Reading campaigns, yeah.
Yeah, which uses gamification. It's not so three-dimensional as this though.
I don't work very well on the 3D axis.
Do you want to switch player
no,
or something,
fine,
or do
fine.
you?
I'm just trying to close up that gap.
Yeah, we can.
I think I need to make a better one of this.
Huh?
I think I need to make a better one that doesn't just like curve like this.
No, I think this one is fine. You just need to rotate it on the right axis.
Yeah, I mean, no, I don't. Your wife doesn't work in 3D space.
So,
actually, that worked fine.
That's all right.
This one can probably go down. I just need to use my shortcuts better. There you go. See?
Nailed it. Proud of you.
Did it. What kind of websites and what tech?
We work, well, we have like a really legacy thing because we made the system first in 2014, had no clue what we were doing, and used WordPress. And since then, WordPress is still part of the core, but it's like we replaced 95% of WordPress, and I don't know why WordPress is still there, but it is. And everything kind of depends on it. But you don't see it, it's invisible. But yeah, so it's PHP, JavaScript, etc. And, Sass.
We would love to work with a framework, but to refactor and redo everything is going to take way too much time. So we haven't bothered doing that.
So I'm also quite familiar with working like with Node backends.
Maury just looked up at the camera and was just like, his moustache is like awkward on one side. Maury, say hi. You can't. I'm going to do this. It just looks funny. I'm distracted.
We have priorities here. Yeah, you have a weird moustache. Or a sleepy little doggy.
Oh, no, we have a pop-up winks.
Oh, hello, pop-up winks. We have 2 doggies.
I have 2 doggies.
I thought it was just like a growth spurt at the back of the other one. Yeah, anyway, so MySQL databases and that type of stuff is what we mostly do, but we would like to work with actually a different stack, but sometimes you're kind of stuck with it, aren't you?
Yeah. What
about yourself?
What about yourself, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, you know all the top frameworks. I'm like, I want to do that too. Because we've been using Vue a bit as well, haven't we?
Yeah, I love working with Vue. Or, proper JavaScript front-end frameworks as well. They're awesome.
I don't like this. It's Snuti.
Yeah, but just place another bush in the corner to cover it up.
Okay.
Yeah, now you're getting it.
Oops.
Nailed it.
Nailed it. Oh my, whoa. Okay. Oh, I put myself into 2D mode. I don't get out of that again. There you go. Got it. I should not be pressing buttons.
Let's make this one bigger, shall we?
Let's make this big.
Morris left dog cam for that.
I'm sorry, Morris. Come back again, please. I didn't mean it. Honest. Oh, Mommy, you totally meant it.
Do we need to squish it a bit? So it's not protruding too much into the path?
It's not protruding that much.
Move it maybe further in a little bit. Yeah, like that.
Yeah.
That's
but
good.
It's still, yeah, I think that.
Don't worry about that.
I think that's. I just wonder if one of the other thingies can slightly fix it. No?
Nailed it.
Nailed it! Oh, that one fixed it ish. No, that's not what we want. That fixed it.
Yeah, I did. Just .NET Core as backend and React Angular for frontend and MSSQL for database. That sounds lovely because that is a statically typed language and I love working with them, and PHP is not. And every time I'm working with PHP, I feel like I need to remember the entire documentation in my head. Well, obviously the IDE can do some things, but not compared to like in C# where I don't need almost Unity documentation when we're working. Well, sometimes, but
very rarely. I was like trying to understand.
You can like do so many things with.
I think I put the wrong shader on.
Yeah, that's water shader. River fast. Oopsie.
I'm trying to.
Is it path 1 maybe, which was on these guys?
Yeah, I wonder whether to make a new one for this one.
I'd probably need a new one for that one.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Krista. I apologize.
Actually, thinking of looking into MongoDB and Postgres as a way to deploy a personal hobby website somewhere.
Hey, you've used MongoDB.
Yes. I would say that's all right to work with. It's fun.
Isn't that the one you use for sniffing?
No, I do use MySQL there.
Okay.
I do like MySQLs. They're so powerful. But so is MongoDB in a different way.
It would look nice to have a puddle in one of those steps. Yeah.
But maybe not with a river shader.
Not river fast, unfortunately. I think it's a little bit too fast.
Quite a violent puddle.
Okay, I'm going to try and edit this one. I'll move this on. Let's just put this to 0.5 for the time being. Did that do? Oh yeah, that did.
In the wrong direction, isn't it? Oh, yeah.
There you go. Okay, because I think actually the noise could be decreased or increased.
Increased, I'd say 20. Because it's quite big, right?
I didn't like that one. Chris is like, Claire, stop being a perfectionist.
No, that's fine. That's fine. I think it should be like narrower in that direction. There you can like put it quite far down, probably.
This one?
Yeah.
In this one?
No. I mean, that one could probably be 1.1 or something, so you have it all the way down, or how are you thinking about this?
Yeah, I think so, 1.1. But you want this to be like that?
No, you're misunderstanding. I was thinking that, shouldn't it be a path here? So, like we've done everywhere else.
Oops.
Yeah, you're thinking about it the wrong way, are you?
I'm thinking about it the wrong way. Whoops.
Get that with 2 brains here.
It's good we have 2 brains here, yes.
That's why we like working together.
Because we have 2 brains?
Yeah.
Is it like the Snuti Ghost?
I like the Snuti Ghost. Like maybe 0.3?
Oops. Nah, that's too thin.
I kind of like that. If you think about it, when you come up there, that's kind of inviting.
Yeah, but then I think the noise needs to be decreased then.
That's fine.
Maybe increased. Maybe decreased.
That's fine.
Yeah, we'll go with that. Okay. Yahoo!
Yeah, they are in a different direction, I think.
Yep, apparently so.
So then you need to duplicate and be A and B again.
Oh no. Rename.
I love our path materials. Also, one cool thing we do in our development of our sites is that we, since we started that project before Angular and React was the thing, and especially before Vue was the thing.
Yeah.
But we use handlebars, which we can run. Yes, computer. It's 9 a.m. Handlebars. That looks quite cool.
That does look cool. I mean, it goes a bit off on the edge there.
I can place a bush there. Fine, solved it.
No, but I don't think that's a problem neither.
Mm.
But we could add that puddle.
Yeah. That puddle would fit perfectly. No, we're not putting the puddle there. Yeah. Do you have a puddle?
No, I don't
prefab?
have a puddle. I don't have a puddle prefab.
Yeah.
No. I have a cloud prefab. Let's just
if you can't make water, why not go with water vapor?
And then everyone will understand why there's a puddle there.
I used handlebars for that short amount of couple of years ago with jQuery. I liked it. Yeah, exactly. So our front end is handlebars with jQuery, where we have our own rendering system. So we can render every view, both front end and back end in PHP, because we have a handlebars, like we're using a framework in PHP which can render handlebars there as well, on the fly. And
I love how you're kind of like talking a little bit to me, and I'm like, I'm in my own little world here.
I should be talking to the camera. Sorry. Yeah. So yeah, we're using handlebars, and it works, and it still works, but it feels a bit tedious these days compared to you lost it on the ground.
I know.
These days compared to the advanced view frameworks that's out there.
I do like handlebars though.
Yeah.
I find it quite nice to work. Oh, I've done it again.
I'm not going to trust you without keyboard and mouse in.
No, I don't think you should neither.
Thank you for following, Judan Vidian.
Thank you for the follow.
That's awesome.
I think Cass has fallen asleep. Cass, you still there?
Yeah, Cass, have we lulled you to sleep now? Then we would have been mission successful.
We would have actually, yeah.
Just have to tweet at the customer like, hey, did it work? It's like, I don't remember. I guess it did then. Like my cousin, we were at the cottage this summer, and
the cottage doesn't have internet, by the way.
Yeah.
It doesn't have Wi-Fi or anything.
Only has, mobile internet on your phone. And he has this amazing 50 gigabyte package.
Which is enough to be jealous of, no offense. I mean, like a 50 gig package.
We have 200 megabytes. We're a bit more conservative. But with his 50 gigabyte package, he likes to stream Twitch before falling asleep in the night. And then he fell asleep. And it streamed the entire night. And he woke up in the morning. And he burned through all his data. And then we were stranded on the cottage without any more internet because we were using his internet.
If Daniel is watching right now, he's going to be like, no, Krista, why did you remember that?
Oh, I gotta love my cousin.
Hey, we had a nice trip there. I liked it.
It was a good trip. We even took Winky and Moritz up 1,100 meter mountain.
Yep, it was pretty steep.
Tallest mountain in Molde region. I have a creaky chair, I'm sorry.
Yeah. It's not Christopher, don't worry, it's just a creaky chair. I keep using the Blender shortcuts when using Unity. So like I'm pressing like Shift D, I'm like, it's not duplicated. So I like do Control D, and then when using Affinity Designer, it's Control J. I mean,
Why can't they just settle on like one hotkey for duplication? Yeah.
It's like Control D, Control D. Come on, can't it just be that easy? I mean, it's been the same for thousands of years on the computer, but no.
Now,
Everyone needs their
you know
own
where
key.
Control J comes from?
No.
Photoshop. Yeah. And why did Adobe think that was a good idea?
Because it's totally logical. Control J would mean duplicate.
As far as I know, that dates back like to the earliest versions of Photoshop. I remember like Photoshop version 8.
Yeah, I only used it at CS.
Yeah, I had it before that.
Yeah.
And
Krista remembers the good old days.
well, it wasn't good.
I remember not even liking Photoshop.
No, well, it took a while to get used to, didn't it?
Microsoft Paint, way!
Way to go. Oh, yeah, I designed my first website in Microsoft Paint.
Yeah.
Where I made like a gradient like border by, pixeling it.
When you mentioned that, do you remember Microsoft Word and the word art?
Well, I didn't use that for my web development though.
No, I didn't. Well, there were a few people in my school that actually did use it when we had to make a website. They were just like, oh yeah, we'll just use some Word art, it'll look nice and fancy.
But you know what's cool about that? Is that Word had like export as HTML really early on.
Yeah, they did. I actually used that to make websites.
Yeah, so did I.
I mean, it was genius. Like, you could password protect them and everything.
Flaming text.
Yeah.
Right? That was the good old days though.
That was the good old days.
Yes.
Oh.
I like
you could password protect your websites.
Could you?
Yeah, you could. I managed to figure out how to password protect them, and then you could like lock up certain areas.
But I bet it was like, it only worked in Internet Explorer if you used like another Netscape or something.
I think it only worked in Word.
Oh, right, exactly.
I miss Clippy. I know. I mean, Clippy would be so useful. Like, I would have him in the corner of my screen every single day. I mean, he was
Somebody
so
need to make the Unity extension Clippy 2.0. Uniclippy.
Like, are you making a website?
Are you making an RPG? Should I throw a sword in there for you? Here's the prefab. You seem to be lost inside our prefab. Do you want me to exit the prefab now?
Are you trying to duplicate an object and use it in Blender?
Yeah, or did you forget to reset your transform? Every time, Claire.
Okay, if anybody wants to develop the Clippy for game development, please link it to us, because we want that. We want a Clippy for game development.
Especially if it knows how to, or remind you to reset your transform when you create empty game objects. Yeah.
That would be so useful. Yes. Maybe we should collaborate with someone and make a Clippy for game dev.
Do you guys also work in Unity? Or, yeah. What game engines do you guys work in?
Yeah.
Oh, Judan, are you also a game developer?
I can just make a Clippy for all game engines.
Oh, that would be quite something, wouldn't it?
That would be, yeah.
Mm.
No.
All right. What do you do then?
What are you doing?
How's your Saturday or Sunday?
He's here to make Clippy, the new version of Clippy.
Yes. I like how this grass is going.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, it's getting somewhere, some angle.
Yeah, you know what?
I think it looks good.
Placing objects in 3D, it just takes practice.
Yeah.
You just
I'm
gotta,
not very good at the 3D space thing.
You just gotta keep repeating it. I used Unity a long time ago. I used what on what?
Erlicht for a uni project.
I never heard about Erlicht.
And hello, Enox Graphy.
Yeah,
Did I
hey
say
man.
Right? Enox Graphy.
Enox. Sounds cool.
Clippy. Just Enox. Hello then.
Nice having you with us. How you doing?
We were just talking about Clippy, so that's kind of on my mind right now.
Yeah, no wonder one of the dogs left the dog cam. Oh, Winky is snoring. Now she's quiet. That's probably
I'm
too
doing
faint.
fine, just waking up. What about you?
Yes, we're also doing fine, and we have also recently woken up.
Yeah, we have recently woken up.
It's 9 o'clock.
It is 9:09,
Mm-hmm.
and the sun hasn't even risen yet.
Yeah, it's quite dark outside, isn't it? Well, it is starting to brighten a bit.
This lighting is what we have to have every morning.
I see you're Norwegian. Is it 10 o'clock in Finland? Oh yeah, because you're in +1 or no, +2 time zone.
I forgot that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because when we took the plane to India,
we stopped by Helsinki.
At Helsinki, yeah, and I thought it was really strange that all of the clocks were like forward, and I was like, wait a second, what's happened? That was scary.
That's awesome. We have a Finnish buddy joining us. Awesome.
Yeah.
We're like fully representative almost.
Yes, we are.
We have Cass, who's sleeping in California.
And we have
Rotten.
Davey from Australia. We don't know where Judao is from. Where are you? And then we've got Finland, and then we've got Norway.
Yeah. Almost all the, well, at least good time spectrum.
Canada. Okay, that's pretty awesome. So
nice.
America, California, Canada, Australia, Finland, and Norway.
Awesome.
I'm pretty proud of ourselves. We got quite a spectrum.
Yeah, I mean, because we never streamed at this o'clock in the morning. I mean, I thought we would try it because I think it's like interesting what time zone this is, and also it's probably better for us because we're awake.
Yeah, because we normally do game dev at this time in the day, so it kind of felt a bit strange to 4 o'clock when we were absolutely pooped and tired and wanted to go to bed instead of stream.
Every stream ended with us wanting to go and eat.
Yeah.
And then we had to walk the dogs.
Yeah.
We need to walk the dogs after this stream as well, but that's the normal walk.
And we like to, walk the dogs when it's actually sunny outside at the moment, which is not a very big window.
Yeah.
So Enox will know that in probably the same in Finland, there's like almost no sun at certain times.
It's
like
it's this much sun.
Yeah. I mean, we like to walk when it's nice and sunny, isn't that right, Mickey?
It's dark and only getting darker now. Yes.
I know. But then won't it stop at like...
Oh, just subscribe with Twitch Prime.
Thank you so much for subscribe.
That's our first subscriber. We just reached like Twitch affiliate like 2 weeks ago, and we haven't really done anything because we don't really know anything. No, but that's awesome. Thank you, man.
So
much. Yeah.
You get like the badge of like first subscriber.
Yeah, he shotgunned that.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
High five.
High five. Oh, now everyone like
Sorry about that. Hope I didn't blow anybody's ears. Yeah, that was right in front of the mic.
Yeah, sorry, Mike. Because the mic's right there, but you just don't see it. It's like, hello.
We got one of those boom arms. I don't know anything about Twitch either, but you're so nice streamers. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, so our goal here is kind of to like share our game development journey. I think it's going pretty well. Not the development itself though. That's going at its own pace.
Mr. Pips is blushing. Says thank
you. That's awesome.
Oh, Mr. Pips, you're so cute. Alright, so now we can actually check out the new path that we've made.
Yeah.
Oh, that is looking snazzy.
I like this. We spent way too much time on this part of the game.
I know we have.
So later in this game, there's going to be rafting, and there's going to be blueberries, and there's going to be characters to talk with. And we haven't gotten that far in that. We've done maybe a lot very nice on the starting area.
We've kind of struggled a lot with Unity's terrain tools and trying to get some form of grass on. As you can see, this is very work in progress. This
is what it looks like otherwise, yeah?
And this is Blueberry.
Yeah, he's the blue sphere.
I think if you press, was it space or enter? Oh, no, it's not space.
I think it's click. No, click.
Hello, I'm a blueberry. It's a very big world out there. Don't become a jam. It's quite tasty, but only for a moment. Yo.
Right.
And this is the Raptor that he
yeah, we
is
only
walking on water.
We have just a collider there, mesh collider.
Yeah.
So he
but it does go all the way around.
Yeah.
We
that's true.
That. Yeah, so now you can walk all the way around the map.
Oh, do you see that? That David John has a badge next to his name, which is like first. Oh. I haven't seen that before.
I've never seen that.
That's really cool. So yeah, Twitch rewarding you. We're rewarding you. You're rewarding us. This is just like
gamification for the win.
They're good at that.
Oh yeah, and here's our rock to
clean rock up looks terrible.
Our seam.
So yeah, the water has a seam obviously, because we don't wrap the UVs perfectly.
No.
You working with HDRP? No, we're working with LDRP.
No, as an LWRP.
Lightweight render pipeline. Yeah. And we'll be using shader graph. So the water you saw there is shader graph stuff. We made that on stream, and it looked terrible. And then we fixed it off stream, and it looked good.
Yeah.
Because we didn't manage to figure out like one of the nodes we got wrong on the stream. I made water shaders a couple of times in shader graph, and yeah.
Jump. Is it in jump? I think it's in jump. It's jump.
No, don't put in jump.
Oh yeah, okay.
Jump was a temporary one which we like inverted.
Oh, yeah, it was so that we could move this around.
You see the C scale on it is in -1. Yeah, this is fine. Just leave jump there. I like that we named it jump. I have to run some errands now. See you later. All right.
Aww.
You have an awesome. That'll be evening.
Yeah.
Probably around 7 o'clock or something, because it was 6 o'clock earlier.
Remember to plant some strawberries.
Yes, and mow that lawn of yours as it keeps growing. And I hope you have a lovely spring and summer.
Yep.
We will enjoy.
I hope we'll see you in the stream next time.
Yeah. Let us know if this was a good time to stream on, and also give us feedback about how it is in general, because we're trying to improve. Enox, thanks for follow. That's awesome.
You have a lovely Sunday too, Rotten, and thank you for the follow, Enox.
Yes. Have a lovely day, and have a good luck with your errands. Take them on. Right.
Yeah, so we actually kind of have finished this now.
I think I'm
there's satisfied.
Always more to do. I can see lots of places I would like to play some trees and bushes, etc.
And everybody can see in the background here. Hello, Mr. Boar.
What's the blue thing?
I have no idea. What is the blue thing?
It's a puddle.
It's a puddle.
It's called puddle. Game object puddle. It doesn't look very puddleicious.
I think we can delete that puddle.
Yeah.
Because we don't use that puddle.
That was the old puddle. And we told Davey that we didn't have a puddle prefab.
And we had a puddle.
I don't think that quite qualified though.
No, I don't think.
Just the plain which was blue.
It didn't qualify. It's cool to
see you both being into this. Yeah, we love game dev, and we every morning we can sit together and do game dev, which is a lot of mornings. We will sit here doing this, but we usually won't do it on Twitch though, because I would say there's a bit different things we work on depending on if we're on Twitch or not.
Sometimes we'll just be like putting stuff around, and it'll be like
making prefabs and stuff like that.
It'll be boring.
Working on Twitch is a bit more of a social approach to things.
Yes. What is this trigger?
Make a guess.
Oh, it's that. And sometimes Crystal will randomly add things in. I'll be like, "What is that?"
Yeah. So, well, just before we go away from that trigger, that's obviously the window that Miss Pitt needs to fly through.
It's a window. You can see it's nice and transparent, just like a window.
And it turns off when the game starts, so it's invisible. And when he flies through it, you will switch the camera angle. Should we see the intro cutscene?
Yes, we should see the intro cutscene.
So when he hits that box, the camera angle changes.
Should I not do maximize on play?
No, that's fine.
Right.
You'll see the camera will go. If you do watch now, there, switch camera,
bounce,
and there he hit the second one, which makes him move into the final camera.
Why on earth is there 3 trees in the middle of nowhere doing? I have no idea what.
They're not supposed to be there, and I think they're missing colliders even. Try to model into them. I stream some level design and 3D modeling from time to time, and you definitely got to be in a certain mindset to stream. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like we do also do quite a bit of coding while we stream.
That's true.
But it depends on, as I said, like what type of coding. Is it like code where you really need to focus on and like have no distraction, or is it just like you can bash this out and hopefully it'll work, or maybe you can fix it later?
I need to try and figure out why these don't have colliders on them.
Just hit P and put colliders on them.
P.
There's a birch tree. No, stop it! There we go. That's the right game object. Good.
Yeah, it's still kind of newish. Because I think all of these actually don't have a collider on them.
No, all the ones around do. Because they've been working with a while.
Oh yeah, these are new ones.
These are the new ones. I mean, we should probably replace some of the old ones or something. I don't know.
No. Yeah. That said it wasn't saved. Is that the way it works?
No. You just open this one. I'll tell you why. It's a double prefab. That's the FBX. You can unpack completely if you want to.
That's fine.
But it's not necessary.
Yeah, so we're using like what's it called again? Pre-made assets.
Yeah, well, a mix.
Mix, yeah. So we made like quite a lot of stuff ourselves, but it just took so much time that we decided to shortcut a bit. And now we're using some models from Quaternius and Polyperfect. And then we still have some stuff which is made by us. Which I kind of, this hanging mossy thing. This hanging moss. And our little boar back here, he had to be modelled by us because I couldn't find any boar models. So this was my first attempt at making a boar. And you can still see I didn't unpack prefab the UVs correctly. There's a little error there.
I'm gonna hit follow on Inox, so we know when you're streaming, man.
Yes. I really do enjoy actually watching people streaming when doing level design. And
yeah.
Blender, because I find it very inspirational, because I am, or modelling in general, because I'm not very good at modelling still.
It takes getting used to, doesn't it?
Getting used to.
Yeah.
Because I used to do modelling in 2011.
Yeah.
Didn't I? Yeah. And you did as well. Chris did 3D animation in university, so he knew how to do quite a lot of modelling. And I had to do the same for a really, really crappy project in my second year of university, modelling my university. It was no fun.
So this is a chair, that's a computer, that's a screen, that's a desk.
You gotta add all the textures on it, and you gotta go take the photos of all the textures as well.
And if you try to do a whole university, there's a lot of items in it.
Yeah, it was actually.
Like, accurately measured.
And we had an entire year for this, and I had no idea how to model, and yeah.
You could have modeled something more fun, like a tree.
Like a tree, I mean, it would have been so much better. So
Yeah.
Instead I modeled a boar.
But yeah,
and
he
said, "So I'm streaming today."
And
Awesome.
he said, thank you, man. And he was like, thank you for the follow.
Thank you for the follow.
Alright, I just gotta imitate you because you're not on stream now. So I said it for him. It's a lot of work indeed, it is.
Yeah. Is it modeling a building or modeling or twitching? I'm not sure.
Both of them.
All of them?
Yeah.
All of them.
I like our boar.
He's boring. His tail's a bit weird, but...
Nobody's gonna see his tail. It's just a cutscene where we see his snout.
And I only have the bones on his snout,
Yeah.
so he can go like, wiggle like that, and, like up and down, but that's it. Because I tried to model the rest, and I couldn't wait paint for it.
Yeah, it gets tricky, doesn't it?
3D modeling, level design, life is a lot of work. Totally
Yeah.
agree.
Yeah.
It is a lot of work. Especially this stray tree stump, which why on earth
I think it's a happy tree stump.
It's not happy, it's a cut down tree stump. It's
Okay, it's not happy then.
oh, these transforms a bit weird.
Those are weird.
Those are weird. I think I redid this one.
Okay, just delete it then.
Just like jump.
We can do jump.
What?
Okay, we keep jump.
Keep jump.
We keep jump.
Keep jump. I'm just gonna fix this terrainy thingy here because of the fact that we figured out that it's not paint trees, paint details. There you go. I don't like
No,
this.
I do like it myself. All right. You don't like floating grass. You probably need to go into the grass one, and yeah, there you go.
There you go. Now it's a bit better.
Fine. Should we continue painting grass down the main path?
We should actually. But I had a question.
Yeah.
Enox, what are you modeling in? Are you modeling in Maya, Blender, ZBrush,
Or maybe in Houdini?
Houdini?
Because I just installed Houdini like yesterday, and I think that's really fun. Ooh, okay, in Blender. I'm broke. Yeah, I'm just using the free version of Houdini to like figure out if this is good for us. But we might, if it's good, we might consider buying it.
Are we using this one? Yeah, we're using this one. Oh, hello.
Yeah, but I think do we need it over there? I'm thinking.
I like it though. Just it wasn't a bit like. I think if we do that, that's fine because you're gonna be able to see across, and it's nice if you can see that there's some nice grass over there.
Yeah.
My painting is amazing.
The reason it's acting so weird.
Yeah.
Is because we have scaled it massively in
Yeah,
the axis, so that's why it's like hovering in air and stuff like that.
I don't think we need them in the air part though.
No, so just like clean them out there, I guess. But yeah, we love using Blender. To be honest, I think it's awesome software.
Because we've been using. Oh, we used.
Blender is stupid powerful.
Yeah.
It really is. I used Blender like 8 years ago.
It wasn't though back in the days. It was.
Couldn't stand it.
Because we were using Maya when we were in university.
Mm-hmm.
And then when we were doing game development in 2012, we were using Maya LTE version or LT version. LT version, that's it. Because of the fact that we could not use Blender. But now it's better.
It wasn't, but now it is because 2.8 Well, yeah, they did actually make things much
They
nicer
did,
in 2.8. I did use it a little bit before 2.8, or quite a lot,
Yeah,
in
you did a lot.
2.6 and 2.7 as well, which was alright in that time as well. But yeah, 2.8 I feel really like wrapped it up to be proper good.
Amazing. Except for the fact it's really irritating when you're looking at tutorials and people are doing it in 2.7-ish or something, and they're like, it's not the same.
But I'm really keen on learning Houdini because I think it has tremendous power for us, because Houdini's selling point, compared to any other 3D package out there, is proceduralness. Everything is supposed to be data driven and procedural and node based workflow, a bit like Shadergraph in a way, just like on steroids. But what's even cooler is that it has like Houdini engine, which runs in the background of Unity, so you can like modify a procedural slider like you do for materials, for example, and then Houdini engine will calculate that in the background and send it back to Unity, and you will see it update in real time.
Nice.
And it might be interesting to incorporate that into our workflow in the future. I think you can delete all the ones that are pink. Wait a second, no, that's not right. They are all the ones which are in use.
Oh, I moved them, I think. Or did I delete them?
No,
I think I moved them.
I think they're working because we certainly have like, and you can see there.
Yeah, I think it's just because I moved them.
I think it's just Unity being funny.
If I paint here, that didn't work. I think.
What's your brush settings?
5-1.
Opacity 1. That might be 1. If you want to paint blue down there, you should not paint blue underneath water.
Oh, okay.
The water is blue enough.
Okay. But why is this happening? I think it's because I moved it.
I don't think so.
Terrain.
Smoke break, BRB. All right, see you around. I'm gonna have a BRB. Is that okay?
What are you BRBing for?
Yeah, toilet break. You're like, okay, now you gotta hold it in.
Gotta hold the tinkers there. No, I'm just gonna be here just painting some more grass.
Gonna top up some water as well.
Why does the grass not go down the side? That's Snuti.
I don't think that's an English word.
Snuti. No, it isn't an English word, unfortunately. Look at this seaweed. I'm having way too much paint in grass. Look at that grass. Oh, yeah, it's rubbish. Everybody thinks my grass is rubbish, Krister. Just gonna do that. There you go. See? And then Chris is gonna come back and he's like, oh, it's horrible. Oops. There you go. Spruce it up a bit. This. Spruce. And I'm gonna put a really, really nice tall grass in as well. Oh, look at that. Weren't expecting that. I'm just gonna put like a grass field here. If anyone looks into the distance, and I can see the squirrels. So why is the grass not curving?
I'm back. How's it going?
It's going good. You like my...
Oh, that looks actually really cool.
I thought you were going to dislike it. Dislike anything I do when you're away.
No.
No.
I think this is really nice.
I just don't know why Unity doesn't want to, this, what on earth is happening there, Unity?
Okay, do you want to explain it?
Yeah.
So, it doesn't angle the grass with the terrain.
Okay.
It just places the point, and since we have scaled it really wide in X and Z, they just stick out like that.
Okay, I guess I can just remove them.
Yeah, so I think we need to use maybe a different type of thing there, but we're probably supposed to have a ledge.
I think we're gonna have a ledge, yeah. But it also did look quite okay over here. And then we had that, because it wouldn't be normal to have grass there, right?
But we can have maybe a different type of grass, because we have the other type of grass as well.
Yeah, I've been using that. See, boop, boop.
Yeah, that was really nice.
Boop, boop, boop.
That's. I think this. The world feels so more lively when we start adding these things in.
Yep. Pretty much.
You can use W to move forward, or like when you hold right mouse down, right mouse button.
I seriously have been wondering how on earth to navigate this a lot. Oh man, Krista, why didn't you tell me this earlier?
I told you last week.
No, I don't remember that. Shortcuts take a long time to remember. Not a noob on it.
Grass painting is going well.
It is actually going quite well. There you go.
Nailed it.
I think we need to try and I need to paint this text wrong and fix this stuff.
Yeah, we got some stuff going on here.
There's some stuff going on here.
Yeah, so it's supposed to maybe have
Ledge.
Can I just point around a bit and we can discuss what we want to do?
Point. Yes, but no one will see you pointing.
Yeah, that's why I used the cursor.
Ah. Pretty clever.
So I'm wondering, like, should we have like this type of ledge along here, and then place trees on top, or maybe we can leave it like this one, just like paint it brown and then smooth it a little bit.
I think so.
Yeah.
Because I think if we have too much rock, it's going to be really, really irritating.
But when you are here with Miss Pips, we were not able to jump up, were we?
No.
That's good, because we don't want to be able to jump up.
No.
But we want maybe...
Once you come to summer, you come to summer.
Yeah, because you're not supposed to be able to return. Well, you could potentially return through here. And I think that's, like, fine.
Yeah.
We might fill that up a little bit more. As well, here we're going to put some trees and shrubberies. Trees and shrubberies up here. Oh, after I saw that Houdini tutorial yesterday, where it's just like automatically making forest in like a certain region.
Oh.
I'm like, can we just like have automatic forest painting?
But you can paint trees in here.
We could try to set it up.
I don't know. Knowing Unity's terrain tools, it's not going to work out well.
Well, that would be really handy though, if
Okay,
it just worked.
Edit trees.
Maybe we
Add a
should...
tree.
Clara, okay, stop. Before you do anything here, can we just save and commit?
Okay, we're going to save and commit.
Because if we screw everything up, we can undo our work.
Yeah, we were doing the other day where we were making our little Snuti ghost.
For Halloween.
Yeah. And Chris was just like, yeah, don't worry, just do it in the Unity scene and then you can just discard all your changes afterwards. I'm like, okay, fine, we'll do that then. Fine.
What's no problem with it?
That's no problem, actually.
It worked
Just
really
felt
well.
weird.
Well, it felt weird, yeah,
Felt
that
weird,
it might do. But it worked really well. I just thought I would show off what we were talking of, but my Firefox is not... Okay, mute the volume.
That's really poor quality, but yeah.
This thing on Twitter we're talking about. I love that I'm showing it off like this. Anyway, yeah, we brought pumpkins and ghosts. Claire's like, let's do it properly.
Claire not approve.
I have the file on my computer as well.
Oh, do you? Yeah, but I mean, like, we've got it here now. There you go. Oops, wrong one.
Bring the taboo.
Taboo. There you go. Now I don't see what I'm doing. Hello. There you go. So this is Mr. Pips having a cool adventure with these spooky
And we concluded the fact that the Pips must be fearless. He just comes running through the legs of the ghosts.
Yeah. Did he do that? I don't think it... Yeah.
At the very beginning of the clip, he comes walking through the screen. There.
Yeah, that does us walking around in some... Yeah.
Oh man, I hate Git. Well, I think you hate Git if you don't have enough experience with it yet. I think it just comes with time. At least that's how it was for us. We used to hate Git. Now we love it. I mean...
But the thing is because we didn't use Git when we first started doing game development.
No.
And we can't find half of our files.
Right?
So, yeah. The moral of the story.
Even we are good at organizing, keeping backups and stuff. But yeah, I still lost the deer game.
I know.
Why do you dislike Git? What's the hate story behind it?
We just set it up for a map collaboration. We battled for days to get it working.
Okay. I would not use it for a map collaboration.
No.
I can understand because it does not handle merge conflicts, for example, with Unity scene files.
And also the Unity collab
has the
same problem.
So we were like, let's try to use Unity collab for this one, see if that's different from Git, and it can... But no.
No. I didn't.
Yeah, lots of interactive Git tutorials. Yeah, so I think Git is awesome, but you need to know its limitations, and certainly Unity scenes is something you should not merge conflict unless it's like last resort.
Enox works in Unreal, and it seems to be working quite fine now. Okay, yeah.
All right.
That's good.
I guess maybe it's a bit different.
I don't know how Unreal really
so
works.
the main issue with merge conflicts in Unity scene files is the fact that Unity has these unique IDs, and those will not line up, and Unity will like throw a hissy fit at you.
Unity will have a hissy fit with you.
I like that half of this is off screen, Claire.
Oh, sorry. There you go.
Both.
Yeah, I'll bring both. Sorry.
That's fine.
I could just make a hot air balloon tree.
Just search for tree, I guess.
Yeah, looking for tree.
But we should find the ones we prefabbed.
I know. I don't know how to. Can you? I don't think they have that functionality here.
No, is it T colon prefab or something? T for type.
Yes, we did it. Yeah, so we probably want to have. Let's just go with some of these.
What's the one at the top there?
Those all birch trees. And they're all the snow ones.
We want the ones we have prefabbed.
I don't know.
Maybe just click through them so you can see the path on the bottom, because it doesn't see.
See
there?
Yeah, that's ours.
Yeah, just pick one of them.
That's the other ones. Let's go with common. I'll go with this tree.
That tree seems like a good tree.
Benefactor. Let's just add that.
Nailed it.
Oh, is that probably that thing again? It hasn't been UV wrapped.
No, this one would have UVs.
No.
Really?
No, maybe. No. I don't know.
No. Do not click. Do not.
It's not coming out.
So the tree density, the tree height, maybe turn randomness off on that, and we can specify the height. Right? Because if I remember correctly, let's put it like big.
No, it doesn't let you do that.
Alright, maybe the prefab has the wrong scaling on it.
I don't think so. I'm going to. No. Oops,
what are you trying to do?
I don't know what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to scroll in again.
Hold right mouse button.
Right mouse button, and that was it. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. But I'm wondering whether it might actually be that it's not UV wrapped. Unwrapped, I meant.
Yeah, because we were fighting with some grass the other day on the Unity train system.
The one
we were painting grass and nothing was appearing, and that was happening for ages.
Yep.
And we tried to read up every forum post and everything, and in the end we found this like little text mentioning that you need to have UVs on your mesh.
No, we found it on the Unity forums, and I was like, we've been searching for ages.
Yeah.
And there was one thing where someone said, UV unwrap it. That was it. Yeah. And then it went fine.
Yeah. But we can look at this one if it has it or not.
It's commentary 02. I think it's this one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Then press P.
P.
Maybe, so we can see what is in innards of it.
Innards.
So it uses commentary 2 there. But you see the scale there? But that one has scale 100, but the parent.
Where's the parent? This one.
So yeah, that's scale 1. That's good.
Okay.
That's scale 100. That's fine. And then commentary 2. If you click on that one and open it up, like double click it. Nope, that was the wrong program.
I think you wanted Blender.
Right click and reveal, show and explore then.
Yeah, show and explore. Let's go.
Oh, you need to open Blender and import it, don't you?
Oh, shoot, I forgot that.
Yeah, I think it's kind of weird I didn't even show up without UVs. And I realized the reason for it is because they use the UVs for deforming it or something like that, where the bottom UVs are supposed to be on the ground and the top UVs are supposed to be far away from the ground. I should learn how to type. Don't worry, I don't know how to learn how to read, so it's not a problem.
Of course I can read. Wait a second. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I'm just trying to
find your way.
Find my way. I think it's behind the light. There you go. I think it's this one. There you go.
Right, let's click the UV thingy in Blender. I know it's a bit like off screen and stuff now, but that's what happens. We have an ultra wide monitor. I'd select everything. Oh, there's no UVs, is there?
There is no UVs.
Well, then we can save some.
Yeah. And let's take a quick break. So
Switcheroo.
switcher.
I'll do it then. So this asset is from Quaternius, I think. So we're using some asset packs in this project. I'm gonna hit Blender over to the side here so we can see it a bit better. And I'm going to have a look at its UVs here, which is non-existent. They would pop up by now. And I think we can just do like... Oh, we can probably just project it from this view. Yeah. UV project from view. There we go. There we have the UVs. Just scale it up a bit. Some of that. And I think we can just save this out as an FBX again. Claire, do you want me to override the FBX file? Do you want me to override the FBX file? Yes, we're supposed to override it. Okay. Listen to the waifu. Can you press U on keyboard to get the UV map menu pop up? Alright, I didn't know. Ah! I always use the search and I only find usually half of the option by searching different times. I learned something new. Thank you. That was a really good tip, Enox. Project from view, which is what I use. Oh, bound? Alright, so that made it squash. Which doesn't really matter in this scenario. I'll just leave it like it was. Mark seam. Yeah, I'm really happy you told me about that shortcut. Always struggling to find the the UV stuff. Awesome. Let's yeah. Enter object mode and export this FBX. No worries. Oh, hello, Pony Slay Station. Can I call you Pony? How you doing today? I am currently wifeless, but she is returning. Right. Let's see here. We find where we're supposed to export this to. Claire, I need to show you what I learned, but I'm gonna export this finished first.
I just need to. You're not gonna do that.
Oh yeah. Is he gonna be displaced to the dog cam?
Where is you want to go to the dog cam? Oh, I don't go to the dog cam. Dog cam's it was no fun. Is it gonna be in the main cam?
Hello, Schlagermuffin.
Hello. You want to keep Winky Pooh nice and warm?
I don't remember what tree this was named.
It was commentary 1.
I am.
I'm covered in dog hair. Yay!
I was in commentary 2.
No, it's commentary 1.
Are you sure?
I think it's commentary. I don't know. Actually, you've made me confused all of a sudden.
Let's see. Let's open it in.
It's. You got to use that little 3D thingy.
Oh man, I love this program. Microsoft, you're so good at making software.
I think it's number 2.
It was this one, wasn't it?
So what did you learn? I assume it might be.
Pretty good. Nice to see another game developer. Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah. Pony Slay Station.
Pony Slay Station. That's cool now.
I named him Pony. He's come here to join us, and I asked him how his day was.
Are you enjoying?
Yeah. We should use this for our texturing. You know, this is fine. We will start texturing this way. Okay, I'll stop messing about.
I would have hated it had you pressed the save button.
Yeah, that would be bad. Right. So I'm wondering to just.
I love the fact that our light is in front of the screen, so that's why we like going around like that.
Yeah, we have one of the fancy.
You suddenly opened up Spotify.
Yeah, I did not mean to open up Spotify. I just misclicked when I was going to hit Explorer. I want to show the fact that we have this really cool hue light, which stands here, but it kind of covers our screen. Yeah, that's how you can see our faces, and we're not like pitch black.
Yeah, because right now it is pitch black outside.
I like that the webcam is like wobbly. Okay,
it's just like Mr. Pip's hat.
But we're gonna override this file.
Yeah.
That name.
Sleep for me. Night night. Night night, Jadal. Thank you for being on the stream with us. It's so nice to have you here.
Yes, and have a lovely evening.
And sleep well.
Sleep well. And strong Sunday for you, because I guess Sunday is what's coming up. Because he was in Canada, wasn't he?
Yeah. Sunday soon.
So I hope you had a nice Saturday evening.
Yeah.
Hanging out on our stream. I'm gonna hit export on that, and hopefully that was good. I didn't overwrite because I put it in our model export folder.
Okay, because then you probably have to change this prefab then.
Yes, we
To
can
have
probably
that.
just
Yeah, I think you can just do that thing. Commentary 2.2.
yeah, because you see this one is fetching it from the other one.
Okay, so what did you learn? What was it?
Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot to show you what I learned. Okay, so you know we always do this and like project UVs
Yeah.
doing the search. Well, when you're in here, you can hit the U key. Oh, you need to enter edit mode, right? And I hit the U key, and you get UV mapping menu.
Oh no, I did not know that.
So they have sphere protection, cylinder, cube protection, because I always search for them and I find half of them.
And let me guess, you got that tip from Enox.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can't take the credit.
No, I'm not taking the credit.
Thank you for the tip, Enox.
So you have project from view bounce, and then it stretches it out like that. Or you can, I just did the project from view, and then I scaled it up afterwards. But so I'm leaving it like that. And that's it. So that was the tip. Now this is UV unwrapped, and I bet it's not gonna work.
Haha, I legit just told you to press a button.
Well,
yeah,
it was a useful button.
I mean, I've been doing so much UV unwrapping. I've been like, I wish I could.
Did that show up there earlier?
Yes, I think it did.
Did it? Please tell me it didn't. Okay, so it's still not working. Lock width and height, random tree rotation, color variation, edit tree, mass place tree.
Edit tree? Maybe it's got the wrong
bend
one.
factor. We're gonna have it super bendy.
Wait a second. The tree commentary can't be instanced because the prefab can. Oh, it's this thing again. The nesting. The nesting of the prefabs.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
So we can't. Okay.
No, it was the fact that it's a nested prefab and it doesn't like that.
You know what? I'm gonna export this as a different name. Okay. Because we need to do a different scale.
Oh shoot! Yeah.
Because we need to do scale of 100, don't we?
We do.
Because otherwise it will create these miniature trees.
You never moved the camera correctly.
Did I not? Or is it not because I'm just leaning over you?
Probably just leaning over me. So you want me to do what here again? The exporting it?
Yeah.
Maybe you should just take over until you've done it.
Yeah, I think so. I'll do the export again. FBX, and I'm gonna be in the right folder, but I'm gonna like make these like called world or something.
That's a good idea.
So we can know that they have a unique name, and I'm gonna make yeah, it's behind the bloody light, isn't it? You're like, what's going on?
I'm just like, what on earth are they up to? You know, because
100.
They just see it slightly off screen, and they're like, "Yeah, it's fine, it's fine."
Yeah, scale 100. I'm gonna see if that does the trick, and
I was gonna get some dark chocolate.
That'd be really good, wouldn't it?
I'm gonna get some dark chocolate.
Get some energy boost for our little morning. You know what, Claire?
Aye.
Can we put the oven on to make some croissants?
No.
What? We having a Sunday. It's supposed to be cozy.
You're supposed to have that for breakfast.
I guess we finished breakfast, didn't we? Exactly. But what about 11 C's? An afternoon tea?
It's only 9:45. That's not 11 C's.
9:45 C's.
Snowing, Krista.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm serious.
It's snowing.
But it's like fake snow.
Fake snow.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, it is snowing.
I was like, what is going on?
Right, sorry, we're having so many distractions here right now. We had to go and look at the snow. It's very
It's
light.
not really snow.
I don't really call that snow.
It's fake snow.
It just happens to be rain that's going very slowly because it's kind of frozen.
Is that cold outside? Minky's gonna have to have a jacket on.
I was halfway through this process, wasn't I?
You were. Did I distract you again?
Mm-hmm.
Minky's upset then it's cold.
So.
Rain and slush. Well, it's not quite slush, but it's close enough.
Well, it's kind of like, what do you call it? Drizzle.
Drizzle. The ire.
Yeah, as you would say in Norwegian.
I don't really know what it is in
It's already quite snowy in some parts of Finland. Alright, I bet.
Yeah, and also I found out that some people in the north of Norway have already lots and lots of snow.
I'm glad we're not there.
I'm glad we're not there.
Hmm.
We like snow, we don't like ice. Because I don't have Norwegian kindergarten training that all kids have. And they get to wrap up really, really nice and cozy with lots of protection, and they can fall to their heart's content on ice.
And run around kindergarten all day long.
Yeah. We don't have that in the UK.
Hmm. That's what happens when you have import wife.
Import wife. Thank you. I'm imported. Who?
I have no clue what I'm looking for here.
I live in southern Finland, so we don't have any snow down here.
All right, you live around the Helsinki somewhere area. Haven't been to Finland other than the Helsinki airport. I'm sorry, I would love to have been.
Oh, but you guys had Julenissen there, and I was so happy.
Oh yeah, we met Santa at the airport.
And then the Moomins. Oh yeah, so happy. I like your airport. Import. Yeah, 45 minutes to Helsinki. Nice. We should go to Finland one day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it'd be really cool. I'm gonna actually...
We haven't even visited Sweden. Apart from for the Hardy That doesn't count.
I don't think anybody knows what that is except
No, because
Norwegian.
I don't think you can translate that.
Hardy.
Yeah. You go for a trip across the Swedish border and you buy a crap load of sweets. And then you go back to Norway again.
Not sweets, but like everything that's
Everything,
cheaper.
But mostly sweets. Mostly sweets.
Well, I guess you call it by border shopping.
I mean, there was so much sweets. It was insane. We do that, but we just buy just alcohol. Well, I think most people also do it where they drive to Sweden and buy alcohol, but we like our sweets.
They go to Estonia for that. See, they're clever. I think it'll be a bit long trip for us. What's wrong with this one? Is it still complaining?
It couldn't be instance. This is probably still nested.
No, I'm taking the FBX directly.
Okay, try and place it again.
Because the prefab contains no valid mesh renderer, but
mesh renderer.
But it certainly does contain. Well, I can make a new prefab out of this. Is there no quick way to do that? Create game object, maybe. I should know this stuff. I don't see game object there.
No, I don't either.
What? Yeah, prefab variant, but that's not what I'm looking for.
No.
Okay, we will make a prefab.
Out of the big tree.
That's a bit sizable.
And get drunk as fudge whilst doing that.
Oh, yeah. Claire?
Yeah.
I exported the camera and lights.
Oh, crap.
No wonder Unity is upset with me. Yeah, because we opened the scene and then forgot to clear the stuff out. Okay, I'm exporting this FBX again.
It's world tree, come there.
Yeah, overwriting that file. Wow, my tree is like a log. I like how this is going today.
Yeah. I think it was on the wrong pivot point, maybe?
Let's worry about the pivot points later. Yeah. If we manage to get this tree displaying...
That's important, even if it's on its side.
Even if it's on its side. So I'm going to unpack that, and I'm going to throw it into our prefabs, and I'm not going to rename it much. No. Then I'm going to make this one use... it has it on the side now. Edit tree, and use the prefab, which is that one. And it's still saying...
Must use the nature soft occlusion shader, otherwise billboard and lighting will not work. Dun dun dun.
Alright, so we have actually something to go at now.
Okay.
I think in terms
no idea what that means. What does that mean?
It means that it needs to use a special shader.
Okay.
Which is not wood green and green. So we probably should test out making a new material.
Yeah. The materials is up above there.
We're totally wasting our time.
No, don't waste our time.
I mean, this is probably not going to work for our game setup with lightweight render pipeline and everything.
Just the material, you had it there.
Yeah. Tree shade material. Okay, caps lock that.
Be right back.
Alright.
Okay,
see you soon.
Soon.
Very dramatic.
Soon? No, just The Sims.
Wow, that became tiny.
That became pequeño.
Does it need to be like... Oh, it was like 10,000 scale?
Yeah, I think so. There you go. That's more of an accurate tree shape.
I like that. Let's do it on the pivot, maybe. -90. Right, now we have a tree. Yeah, we have the.
But it's a lightweight.
So
I
yeah,
think it's still gonna complain.
it will. We need to apply
Nature. It's nature. And
What does it say?
soft occlusion shader. I guess you've got bark and leaves. Oh, okay.
Not everything is bark.
Main color.
But you can see an issue. It's rendering pink because it can't render this in lightweight render pipeline. But it might be in lightweight render pipeline. There's a nature, and then here's speed tree. Let's go with 8. I guess 8 is better than 7.
8, yeah. Okay, that's looking a little bit better. Yeah, okay.
We're getting there.
Again, so my guys.
Should we just turn it back to the 7 and see what's the difference?
Yeah, well, it's...
Alright, so there's a different layout there. So this might be the old version and this is the new version.
That's my hand.
And
then you can just put some
we can what we can actually just do now.
Let's just try it out.
Apply.
Yep. And then let's try it out. Come on.
But isn't it already hooked up? I expected it all to work now. Refresh.
Why not?
I'm gonna throw a hissy fit at it. Why is it complaining? I'm using tree material.
Dynamic occlusion, maybe? I mean, it has the dynamic occlusion there.
I think that's completely... That's the rendering layer. I don't think that really matters.
It's got billboard. Otherwise, billboard in lighting will not work. It's got a billboard thingy that.
Nice. Apply.
No, it's still complaining.
But if we turn it to become the one which it wants it to be, which is nature, pollution, bark, this can't apply that. Oh no, we have applied it because it's a material.
And then if you try and...
Is it still complaining if we refresh that? No, it's not complaining, but it's not Oh! This is weird.
Go up above? It looks like it's been up above.
It looks like it's throwing shadows.
Yeah, but I don't see anything.
Invisible trees that's throwing shadows. That is so weird. That is spooky. Yeah, it is spooky, isn't it?
I think maybe let's just do some research.
But paint some in so we can see if you do some changes. Maybe search for tree in lightweight render pipeline and how that works.
Paint tree light with render.
LVRP.
Yeah, I know. Not everybody uses that.
Speed tree on lightweight render pipeline.
I was thinking that's right what it is.
This is from 2018. Are not ported yet. Plan to do that soon.
I just checked postpone for now.
Postponed, okay.
Okay.
We should probably check compatibility before we went all in here.
Version 5, yeah, probably. Speed tree supported.
Alright, but if we get speed tree working somehow.
So if I just, what was that?
You work on the prefab you have in the scene there.
This one. They said that it was the speed tree.
Just click on
used. Maybe it's speed tree 7.
Let's try that.
Still not.
Refresh. Yeah, I think you need to click to that thing and go refresh. At least it won't throw the errors. Alright, that changed things, didn't it?
Yeah, it doesn't have an error anymore.
No error, but no shadows.
Okay, let's try the... what did I go in now? I went nature, I didn't mean that one. Nature, let's try this one. Oh, no, it says it doesn't like it.
Okay, so it did like the one we did place, maybe.
Yes.
But we might have something else wrong with it.
Yeah, because when we did this one and we did the E7, it was less like, we're happy with this, satisfied. But it's not. Doesn't want to work. I'm not gonna press open.
No, I don't think that's a good idea.
No.
I don't want mass place. I want to just I want a tree.
Maybe it's been placed somewhere else.
Maybe we can search for speed tree 7 lightweight red pipeline not displaying something.
Speed tree.
Can I Google? Or ducky? I'll duck it.
Oh, what if they had Goose Go? Then you'd lose all of your searches.
Invisible. Right. Let's just look at speed tree for Unity and the run pipeline. Speed tree. Oh, is speed tree a third party thing? I've never heard about speed tree.
Nope.
What is this? I like the bookmark one though. This is like Team Tree. This is very speedy and. Alright, so that's the software.
Oh.
Maybe that's the problem. We are trying to use the shader.
And you have to buy it or try it. Not good.
Can we use Speed Tree shader without using Speed Tree? Okay, let's.
I guess not.
Yeah, well,
I think we should research lightweight render.
Yeah, does anybody have experience with lightweight render pipeline and the terrain thingies?
I think we're gonna have to place all individual trees ourselves. It looks like this.
Yeah. Unless we figure out a good way to use Houdini. Or that. Speed Tree 8 for Unity now available. Nope, sadly, does not have experience with it. Okay.
And welcome back, by the way, Enox.
LV is that lightweight Speed Tree shader by Russell. Just to kind of check some GitHub issues here. Purpose of this pull request. Port.
I said welcome back.
Yeah, I think we completely lost here.
Yeah, I think we're just gonna.
Oh, it's a Unity script run power plan. Oh yeah. Wait a second, this might be interesting. So it's from January this year. This is obviously where they implemented the speed tree.
Yeah, latest test run.
Is that like nope, server not found. Testing report. They have implemented it.
But maybe we don't have the. Oh, but then it wouldn't come up as a shader thing either.
Yeah, that's what it's not complaining. But does it not like our mesh or something? Because we can maybe click onto this tree. Like, is there anything we can do here to make this enable GPU instancing? Probably doesn't care. Double-sided global illumination. Called back. Wind quality. Maybe we need some texture.
Let's put a random texture on.
Throw that texture on it.
Yeah.
This is supposed to be a geometry type mesh, maybe?
Maybe, actually.
Yeah, and then we're gonna hit in here and refresh and paint some trees.
No trees.
Okay. And no trees. Yeah, I think we would have been so nice to be able to paint trees.
I know.
It's
Isn't it like Unreal you can paint trees? I've been seeing people using
most game engines that work well you can paint trees, except the half-finished lightweight render pipeline of Unity.
Which we had no idea about.
Yeah, should I Google more for this or should we just leave it?
I think we need to start wrapping up now anyway.
Yeah, we do.
So, I think I'm gonna delete what we've done. Hopefully.
Yeah, you can probably make a massive brush and delete everything. And then also delete the tree.
Shift click, yeah.
Isn't it control?
No, it's shift click. Unless I'm placing this one. This says hold shift and click to erase tree.
Alright.
Control and click to erase only trees after the selected type.
Do you hear that?
That's Maurice.
Maurice is dreaming again.
Unreal has tools for that natively. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Maybe we should be working on Unreal. But when we decided if we're going to use Unity or Unreal, we were just like 50-50 really.
Yeah.
Because
We probably will actually test out Unreal, though.
Yeah.
Most likely.
One strong point for us for going for Unity was the using C# over C++.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is that the major difference?
Well, I might be wrong, but as far as I know, Unreal uses C++. And I personally prefer a language like C#. Find it a bit easier.
Because it's strict type?
No, they both are,
Okay.
but I would say that C# is a bit more, what can I say? Like, Microsoft had freedom to go crazy with it and make it really powerful.
Ooh.
And convenient, developer friendly, I guess you can say.
Developer friendly. We like developer friendly.
I'd say C++ is a bit more crude. And the idea, I don't do code. I just 3D model and level design and that type of fun stuff, right?
Oh, but coding's also fun.
Yeah, it is.
It actually is fun. I enjoy coding a lot.
We also enjoy coding together.
Yeah. Pair programming is a lot of fun. I'm just trying to smooth things out a bit.
Yeah, that needed some smoothing. Should we also paint a bit nicer edges there for the other parts?
I need to kind of fix the texture thing.
That's what I meant, to fix the texture a bit. More of an artistic
than
techie dude, so I guess it comes from that. But there's always room for growth and change, though.
Yep. Because I used to be mostly a designer, and then I did quite a lot of coding, and then I enjoyed it, and I do both.
Yep.
I wear too many hats.
Yes, to see our latest YouTube video about all the hats.
Hats. I like hats.
And Claire likes to outsource her hats to me, and then he just has a hat with like outsource on it. You liked that joke, didn't you?
We did, yeah.
That was nice.
Yeah. Because in university, lots of people use Unreal.
Yeah, that was a game engine the university game developers were using.
I used to remember on Steam they used to have like
1,000 hours played.
Hours, yeah. It's like, whoa, you've been playing that game for a long time. And it's like, oh no, it's just to make our games. Like, oh, okay.
Oh, I thought it was Unreal Tournament. No, it's Unreal Game Engine.
Yeah. I guess I'll take a look into some simple stuff at some point, but main focus is in 3D stuff.
Yeah. Makes sense. Always depends on what your goals are as well. If you want to work solo, or if you want to work in a team, etc. Obviously,
we wear plenty of hats.
Yeah. For us, we want to work in a team of 2, and we find that if we both can do the same task, we're more effective. Because then, when we run into trouble, we can give each other advice better.
Yeah, and sometimes Claire knows how to fix some coding problem better than Krista.
You're so proud of yourself.
I'm so proud of myself. I loved it when Krista's like, I don't know how to do this. I'm like, it's this way. And Krista's like, yeah, that's the solution. I'm like, yay! I was probably just guessing.
And also some projects are like, you suddenly have a lot more artistic work, and some other projects have a lot more development work.
Oh, yeah.
And if one does one and the other does the other, then you can't balance the workload properly.
Nope.
Just
trying to improve this.
Yeah, for me, I'm just doing this for a hobby, and maybe one day get a job as level designer, 3D artist, or whatever. So game dev isn't necessarily my thing. Yeah, I see what you mean then. And definitely, then you're probably going about it the right way, and it's then if you're looking for a job, definitely specialize.
Yeah.
We were just talking from like making stuff yourself point of view.
Yeah.
Which is what we're doing. In our little Snuti business, because we actually are a company as well. We just don't employ people. We employ ourselves.
No, we do hire contractors or whatever.
That is true. Right? We do freelancers to help us.
I like freelancers.
We have, for example, Shaiga on our team. She's been with us for like how many years now? 4?
4 years. Yeah.
Yeah, she's like on and off doing artistic work when we have.
She works on one of our reading campaigns.
Yeah.
So she does most of the design for that because she draws people and things like that, and I contract people.
But we don't do like full-time employment.
No. Not from us. And the doggos, Morris and Winky.
Yeah, Morris and Winky, they're employed full-time. We're employed part-time.
Yeah, they're employed full-time.
Because the rest of the part-time, we sleep in the beds.
Yeah.
And then the doggos work.
Well, at least that's what we think. Whether dogs actually do work, I don't know anymore.
Well, somehow Morris keeps track of our finances. Winky does our Twitter. Maybe that's why there's so much bad retweets on there.
Actually, it's good retweets. Actually, she has a lot of
good taste.
Good taste, yeah. She's very, very fond of water shaders. Of like,
oh,
yeah.
Is she? Right. Must have been inspired by something.
I think she was inspired by something. There you go. I've not smoothed out some.
Yeah, that looks nice. Should we smooth out the other part, or No, you're gonna leave it at that?
Yeah, I think we'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
I think we'll wrap this up then.
Yeah.
And,
well, I need to do something.
very important.
Yes, super important. Steal.
You stole a chihuahua.
Thief.
What a little winky.
Yeah, you awkward little cheat.
She's awkward.
Wow. Yeah. We had a good work session. We've been at this for 2 hours now. More than 2 hours.
2 hours and 5 minutes apparently. According to this.
Yeah, that's really good. Oh, you are
so awkward. Winky, relax a bit. Come on. Oh, she doesn't like being held. Winky? Winky up there. Say it up.
Honestly, not doing dog abuse.
You're not this doggo snuggles. Come here.
Mm.
She's not very happy in being held. She likes being on her forepaws. Isn't that true? Yeah, me. And she swears a lot.
Yeah, she does.
She swears a lot.
We were going to include a joke about that in our YouTube video.
Yeah.
But Claire censored it, so we didn't do it. I thought it was funny though. Oh, and by the way, if anybody is watching those YouTube videos, we won't be doing a video this week.
Oh.
We're doing video every other week now because they actually become a bit too intense on us and our work schedule. We didn't get enough game development in, so yeah, censoring is bad. Well, of swearing, it's fine, I think. Because we want to keep it like PG.
PG. Like PG tips.
Or twinings.
No, we don't like to.
No. Loose leaf tea is best. Yeah.
Or PG tips. Just because I have a monkey.
Right, we're into our teas.
We're into our tea, yes. Unfortunately, one person can't drink coffee. Stress on the can't. I do like it. I just can't drink it.
Right, let's not get into that. Anyway,
That's
hope you guys have a lovely evening or morning,
Or
whichever
morning.
you're at.
Have a lovely evening of a Saturday or a lovely morning of a Sunday. Or, yes.
Had a really nice time. Thanks for hanging out with us, Enox.
Yep.
And teaching us that U key in Blender.
Yes, we need more people showing us how to do Blender, so we'll be catching the stream later.
Yeah. Also, please do share your work on, your modeling work, even if you feel like it's not ready yet. I motivate you to do it anyway, because it's never ready. And you just gotta start doing it and get into the habit. And it's really nice to find some motivation that way.
And link your Twitters and everything as well, because I'd like to find out more.
Well, I yes.
Here's just like, no.
Definitely. Anyway, have a nice day, guys.
Have a lovely Sunday.
We will see you around. Bye.
Cool. I think I'll start my stream then. We'll be checking you out now then.
Yes. Awesome.
Bye. Thank you, everybody.
Bye.